Some people think Sentricon doesn't work, and I have got great experience with hundreds of locations with Sentricon, and I'm here to tell you it does work. The people who you hear saying it doesn't work tend to be people who don't understand the product and probably haven't used the products. Hi, I'm Gary Gillen with Gillen Pest Control. I've been in the pest control business since 1981, and Dad started our business in 1963. So for 60 years, our company's been providing pest control service to families in Southeast Texas, and I personally have been providing that same service since 1981. I'm fully licensed by the state of Texas. I'm a certified applicator and have been for many years, and I'm actually qualified to teach about pest control. So let me start off by telling you that Sentricon is a termite baiting system that is sold exclusively through very selected pest control companies. The pest control companies who sell and service Sentricon tend to be the top 1 or 2% of the pest control companies in any given area. And Gillen Pest Control is proud that we've been selling Sentricon for years. We have hundreds of locations, and it works because it kills the entire colony. I think there may be some jealousy out there from companies who haven't been authorized to sell the product, because Corteva, the company that produces Sentricon, is very selective with who sells their product. They only want the best selling that product. So when you hear a company that says, oh, you don't want Sentricon because it doesn't work, ask them if they're authorized to sell it, because if they aren't, they don't know all the details that we know. Sentricon's a baiting system that we put around your house. The termites eat the bait, take it back to the colony, and it affects the termite's ability to molt. So it can't move into its next instar or its next body type, you might say, as termites move through this metamorphosis in their life. And when they can't molt, they start to die. And when there's no one there to take care of the queen and the eggs, the colony starts to collapse. And that's what we see with Sentricon. We put those bait stations out in a specific way around your home or around your business. The termites eat that bait, and it takes a tiny amount of bait to kill a colony. In fact, if you took a little sack of sugar or saccharin or some sweetener, there's more product in that little bag than it takes to kill an entire termite colony out of all those termite bait stations we put around your house. And so Sentricon is the best product on the market, in my opinion, today. If you have termites, call a professional who is authorized to sell and service Sentricon and hire them. I guarantee you your problem will be solved. In a circumstance where Sentricon is installed at a location and it does not immediately kill the termites, you have to remember that the termites feed randomly and pretty much continuously. So termites are constantly underground looking for a food source, and they eventually are going to find that termite bait. There is no product that attracts termites, so we can't attract them to the bait. We have to wait until they get into the bait. And so if you had a situation where you installed Sentricon and gave it enough time for the termites to find the bait, but they still weren't feeding on the baits, it might indicate that they need to move those bait stations to a different location or add additional stations. There's no incentive for a company not to use as much Sentricon bait as they need, because we don't pay for it individually. We pay for it by the location, and they do not limit how many bait stations we can put out. So if someone said, well, I've got Sentricon, the technician went around, he opened the bait stations and there was no feeding, if it were me, I would probably add some additional bait stations. The main situation is if the termites are actually active in your house, we can actually put a bait station right on the termites, because there's an above ground bait station that's a square box that can literally be put right over the termite tube that guarantees the termites are going to eat the bait. But I have never, in all the hundreds of locations we had a situation where our Sentricon baits did not kill the termite colony.